Hi everyone, my name is Miss Jessica Nunes, and today we are going to be talking about a common word that we hear all the time, the word time. You probably have heard your mom or your dad or your grandparents or whoever watches you about it's time for dinner, or it's time to go to the bus for school, or it's time to have a play date with one of your friends. But we can also tell time by looking at a clock like this one. This one was in my bedroom when I was a little girl. But if you could see, it has two hands and it has numbers all around it. That tells you time. That's how you can tell time. You can also tell time by having a watch. I don't have one on right now, but I'm sure your mom or your dad or your friends or your grandparents or basically anyone you know probably has a watch at home. But basically all these things can tell you what time it is. But let's talk more about the word time. Now, for this lesson, you're going to need a couple of things. A whiteboard if you have one, but if you don't, you can have a piece of paper. It could be lined paper, it could be craft paper, it could be anything, any type of writing source. And you're going to need an expo marker, something that can erase easily on a whiteboard, or if you're going to use a piece of paper, you can use pencil or pen. And you're also going to need an eraser if you're going to use a whiteboard, just so that you could erase what you're writing. And the last thing, the most important thing you're going to need for this lesson is your thinking caps. So make sure you put them on and pause this video so you can go get all your stuff. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys all have your thinking caps and your whiteboard or your piece of paper, as well as anything you guys need to write with, an expo marker for a whiteboard or pen and pencil for a piece of paper. Now, look at what I have on my whiteboard. I got the word time, like what we were talking about before. We were talking about how time can be told by using a clock like this one. It can be told by your devices at home, usually a phone or iPad have the time on it, or even a watch. A watch tells time too. Now, on my board, I also have a little picture of a clock, which is kind of cute. I put a little smiley face on it. Whoops. Now, let's talk about how we could sound out the word time. I'm. Now, why did I skip over the E? E makes the eh sound. Well, not so much in this word. In this word, the E is silent because the I is a long I. Now, a long I sounds like I'm in this word. So that makes the E silent. So together, let's say I'm. I'm. Now, the rhyme in this word is I, M, and E. I, M, and E. So together, they make I'm. We call this a rhyme. Now, by using this rhyme, we can help ourselves find other words that sound just like time. Now, another word that I find sounds a lot like time is the word lime. Now, you guys have probably seen limes in your mom's kitchen or on a cooking show. They use limes in cooking. This is a lime right here. I got one from the store to show you guys, but this is what a lime is. Now, a lime is almost like a lemon, but it's a little bit more sour in my opinion, but people can disagree with me. But this is a lime. They use it in a bunch of different types of cooking. So, lime. It starts with an L, I, M, E. Now that sounds a lot like time. Time has also the I, M, E ending. So let's say it together. Ul, I'm. Ul, I'm. Lime. Now let's try and say time together one more time. T, I'm. T, I'm. Time. Ul, I'm. Ul, I'm. Lime. Very good. Now I want you guys, oops, I'm going to use a different color. I want you guys to write the ending, I'm. This isn't a very good marker. Let's try a different one. Let's go back to the black. That helped. That was good. Okay. I want you guys to write the ending, I'm. And once you're done with that, I want you to erase it. And now, I want you guys to write the ending tiny, tiny, tiny in one of the corners, just like how I'm doing it. Just like that. Now, I want you guys to erase it. Now I want you guys to write it in squiggly form. So like this. There's my I, M, and E. Very good. Now I want you guys to erase it. Now your boards should be blank. And I want you to try and write the word lime for me. Now, let's try and spell it together really quick. Oh, whoops. Ooh. It's a very silly L. Let's try it again. It's a little hard on this angle. Oh. I. Oh. I'm. Oh. I'm. Now remember, boys and girls, the I-M-E is the same as times I-M-E ending. Now, this can make it a lot easier for you guys to find more words that rhyme with lime and time. You can find words that have the same ending. That makes them rhyming words. Now, I want you guys to write back home. Now, erase if you have anything written on your board, or if you have another piece of paper, take one out and erase what you wrote, or scratch it out with a pen. And I want you guys to try and write the word lime on your own. I'm going to erase this. Okay. Now everyone, write lime in super, super, super small letters. Super tiny. Now I'm going to write it on my board, and we're going to see if you guys did it the way I did it. Ready? Okay. This is what it should look like. It should spell L-I-M-E. It should also have the I'm rhyme ending. Now let's try it again. Let's see if you guys could be tricked. Write the word lime in super, super big letters. Ready? Okay, let's see if I tricked you. Did you guys get it? Good job. It should be spelled L-I-M-E. Lime. Now one more time. Let's write the word lime in squiggly form. Try and write the word in squiggles. Ready? Ready? This was mine. Now let's spell it out together. Lime. L-I-M-E. Very good. Now I want you guys to erase your boards. And now I want you guys to try and come up with more words that rhyme with the words. It's easier this way. The words time and the word lime. Now, words that rhyme with these two words have to have the I'm ending. I'm. And in this ending, like we said earlier, this ending has the long I. So I, the long I makes the E the magic E, where it is silent. So you don't hear the E. So that's why this ending is pronounced I'm. Now, I want you guys to brainstorm as many words as you can that have these endings because they rhyme. And I'm going to tell you guys about one in a couple of seconds when you guys finish brainstorming. Now, look at this word that I have up here. Let's try and sound it out with what we know. It starts with the letter D, so the letter D makes the D, D, D sound. And the ending is pronounced, like we learned, I'm, like in lime, and in the word time. So it has the ending, which means that this is a rhyming word with those. So, this word, let's see if we could spell it, if we could sound it out. I'm. I'm. Dime. So a dime, if you guys don't know what it is, it's a coin that we use to pay for things. So it's a type of money. Now I don't have it with me right now because it's too small and you guys won't be able to see it. But if you ask someone at home, I'm sure that they have a dime that you could see. Now a dime is a super, super small coin and it's silver. And you could use it to buy things. So the word dime sounds just like the word lime and time because it has the same "ime" ending. Very good. Now we're going to be right back. I want you guys to erase your boards and we will talk about another word. Great job, boys and girls. I really hope that you guys still have those thinking caps on. Now, today we really focused on the ending I'm. I'm going to write it on my board. We really focused on this ending I'm. Now, we talked about the word time that has the I'm ending. We talked about, let's erase that. We talked about the word lime with the I'm ending. And we also talked about the word, this doesn't want to stand. Dime. Now, I wonder if there were any other words that have the I'm ending. There's slime, which I know a lot of kids like to play with. Slime. And in order to make it slime, we had to add the S and the L to the beginning of the word. Just like how we added the first letter T to make it time, D to make it dime, and L to make it lime. Very good. Now here's more practice with this I'm ending. I want you guys to erase your boards if you have anything on them. Or get a new piece of paper. Okay, boys and girls, now I want you guys to put your thinking caps back on, and we're going to write some words now on our piece of paper or whiteboard, whatever you guys have. So, the first word I want you to write is the word time, and I want you to write it in the center of your boards. Did you get it? Time. T-I-M-E with the I'm ending. Good job. Now, I want you to write the word dime. Let's see if you got it. Dime. D-I-M-E. Dime. Good job. Now we're going to do another word. This one's going to be a little bit tricky because we haven't done this word yet. We're going to do the word slime. Okay, let's see if you got it. Slime. Slime. S-L-I-M-E. The I'm ending, which makes it much easier to spell slime. All we did was add the beginning, S and L, and that made the word slime. Now we're going to work on something different. Let's see where my cap is. I want you guys to erase your boards, get a new piece of paper. Okay, now we're going to work on this new word. We haven't worked on this word yet, or this ending. Let's try and sound it out. R-I-D. R-I-D. Ride. Now, this word is very similar to our word that we already learned, time. Now, how is it different? Let's see if we can find out. Now, both of these words have the long I. Now, when we talked earlier, if you guys remember, if you guys are paying attention, the I in time made the E silent, which you can't hear it. So you can't hear the E. So in time, we hear I'm. Time. We don't hear time. No, that's not right. We hear time. Now in this word, it's the same thing. The I, makes the E silent. So you can't hear the E. So in this word, it's pronounced ride. Say it with me. R-I-D. Ride. Very good. Now, you guys have probably heard your parents say, you're going to miss your ride to school. Or, do you need a ride to your friend's house? Now, a ride is a way we get somewhere. So you can go on a car to get somewhere. You can go on a train. You can go on a plane if it's really far. But those are basically called rides. So you can get a ride somewhere. It means going, to go somewhere. Now let's work with this ending, this I-D-E ending. Let me just erase this board. Okay. I'm really going to have to clean this board. It's getting dirty. Okay. Now we're going to work on this I-D-E. I-D-E. That's 3 letters. I-D-E. Now we just said that the I is a long I, and it makes the E silent. So we don't hear the E. So that means that the ending is I'd. Now let's say we added the letter T to the beginning of this word. Knowing what we know about this ending, what is this word? Let's try and sound it out. T-I'd. Tide. Now a tide is the way the oceans move their waves. So like when an ocean, probably go to the beach with your family over the summer or during the year, Or maybe you live by a beach or an ocean. You usually see waves, and those are caused by tides. So let's see what other words we can make with this ending. Tide. We can make the word, if we add an R, we can make ride, like what we said earlier. Or we can even add an S, which would make the word side. So your side. Or that there's different sides on every shape. Or the side of this is hard. So, now that we know this ending, I want you guys to take out your piece of paper and pencil or pen, or your whiteboard, and your marker, and I want you guys to write the ending "ide" in the middle. So ready? I, D, E. Say it with me. I'd. Say it one more time. I'd. Very good. Now I want you guys to erase. And I want you to write it teeny tiny in the left corner. So, I'd. Just like that. Very good. Now I want you guys to erase. And now I want you guys to write it on the side. Just like that. I don't know if you guys can see it. Very good. Once you did that, now erase. Now I want you guys to write it super, super big. Just like this. That's really big. Maybe you guys can make it bigger than me. Okay. I'd. Very good. Now I want you guys to erase it. Okay. Now I want you guys to lastly, I want you guys to write it in squiggly. So, mine isn't very good, but there we go. There's a squiggly "I'd." One more time, I want you guys to say it with me. Ready? I'd. Very good. Now I want you guys to erase. And now, I'm going to say a word, and I want you to write it on your board. Okay, ready? Ride. I'd. Did you guys get it? R-I-D-E. Very good. Now I want you to erase. Now I want you to write bride. This one was a little tricky. But I know you guys are really smart and you guys got your thinking caps on, so you probably got this one right. So it has the "I'd" ending, and we just added a B and an R at the beginning, which makes it bride. Now a bride, I have a wedding picture, is a girl who gets married, and she's called a bride. This one's my mom. Okay. Now I want you to erase. And I want you to write the word wide. Did you guys get it? Wide. W-I-D-E. W-I-D-E. It has the same word ending. Okay. Now we're going to do one more. We're going to do the word slide. Now, you guys have probably been on a playground before. They have slides on playgrounds. Now, slide. Now, remember our ending. Let's try and spell it out now. Sorry, that's my clock. That's how we tell time. Okay. Slide. S-L, and then our I-D-E ending. Slide. Very good. Now I want you guys to erase your boards. And if you have to readjust and get more paper, then do so right now. You can pause the video. Okay, boys and girls, I hope you guys still got your thinking caps on because we're not done yet. So now, I hope you guys have your whiteboards and everything all settled. I have 2 words on here. I want you guys to say it with me. We reviewed both of these tonight. Time and ride. Now, each of these belong to 2 different word families. The I'm word family and the I'd word family. Now, these 2 word endings can help you figure out so many different words. Like we talked about in the word time, we talked about the word lime, we talked about the word dime and slime, and there's so many more words you could do with that ending. We also talked about a bunch of words that have the same ending as I'd, ride, and tide, and side, slide. There's so many more words. You can go on forever and ever and ever. Now, I want you guys to write these words on the board, and I want to see if you guys could say it. Okay, ready? I'm going to write a word on the board, and you guys have to say it with me. Okay. Oops. I want you guys to read this out to me. What is this word? I didn't hear you. Very good. It should have been tide. Very good. Now let's try another one. Oops. What is this word? I couldn't quite hear you. Say it a little louder. Wide. You guys are so smart. Very good. The word is wide. Let's try. What's another word we can do? Let's do the word, Let's do what's the word? Very good. It's slime. Sorry about that. Okay, now let's try one more. we're going to do the word, I want to try and trick you guys, but there's so many words. Let's try, we reviewed this already, but I want to see if I could see if you guys got it. What's this word? Dime. So very good. Super job. Now, you guys have learned a lot about the I'm. Let's see. I'm ending and the I'd ending. And using these word families, we have been able to make so many different words. Like when we added a T at the beginning of time, of I'm, which made time. And when we added a R to make ride, or a S to make side. And if we added a S and an L to the I'm, we can make slime. There's so many words we can make with these word families. And there's so many more on this channel. When you watch different videos, you can find out so many more word families just like I'm and I'd. And you will be able to spell so many words. You guys are so smart. Thank you guys for watching today. Make sure that you guys review these words. You guys can even spot them in books, in many different books. There's so many different books that have these endings, and it's so fun to do a little scavenger hunt trying to find them. I hope you guys have a super day. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.